Can you name the first 10 elements of the periodic table? Most people can't get past 3. Using a little-known memory technique that dates back to ancient Greece, you will learn how to memorize all 10 in just minutes. Hydrogen is the first element of the periodic table. This image represents hydrogen. The number 1 is represented by a unicorn because unicorns only have one horn. Next, we have to convert the name hydrogen into a picture. Hydrogen sounds similar to hydrant, like a fire hydrant. If we picture a unicorn standing on a fire hydrant, we will forever remember that hydrogen is the first element. This image will be burned into your mind forever every time you think of hydrogen. Helium is the second element of the periodic table. This image represents helium. The number 2 is represented by a bicycle, because bicycles have 2 wheels. Next, we have to convert the name helium into a picture. Helium is represented by a helium-filled balloon. If we picture a bicycle attached to 2 floating balloons, we will forever remember that helium is the second element. This image will be burned into your mind forever, every time you think of helium. Lithium is the third element of the periodic table. This image represents lithium. The number 3 is represented by a triceratops because triceratops have 3 horns. Next, we have to convert the name lithium into a picture. Lithium is represented by a lithium battery. If we picture a triceratops that is powered by a lithium battery, we will forever remember that lithium is the third element. This image will be burned into your mind forever, every time you think of lithium. Beryllium is the fourth element of the periodic table. This image represents beryllium. The number 4 is represented by a 4-leaf clover because they have 4 leaves. Next, we have to convert the name beryllium into a picture. Beryllium sounds similar to berry lemon, like a berry lemon smoothie. If we picture a 4-leaf clover blending a berry lemon smoothie, we will forever remember that beryllium is the 4th element. This image will be burned into your mind forever, every time you think of beryllium. Boron is the 5th element of the periodic table. This image represents boron. The number 5 is represented by a star because stars have 5 points. Next, we have to convert the name boron into a picture. Boron sounds similar to bore on, like a boar standing on an on button. If we picture a boar standing on a star-shaped on button, we will forever remember that boron is the 5th element. This image will be burned into your mind forever every time you think of boron. Carbon is the 6th element of the periodic table. This image represents carbon. The number 6 is represented by dice, because dice have 6 sides. Next, we have to convert the name carbon into a picture. Carbon sounds similar to car bomb, like a bomb exploding in a car. If we picture a car bomb exploding and dice flying out of the explosion, we will forever remember that carbon is the 6th element. This image will be burned into your mind forever every time you think of carbon. Nitrogen is the 7th element of the periodic table. This image represents nitrogen. The number 7 is represented by a globe because the Earth has 7 continents. Next, we have to convert the name nitrogen into a picture. Nitrogen sounds similar to night ray gun, like a ray gun being shot at night. If we picture an astronaut on the moon shooting a ray gun at the Earth, we will forever remember that nitrogen is the 7th element. This image will be burned into your mind forever every time you think of nitrogen. Oxygen is the 8th element of the periodic table. This image represents oxygen. The number 8 is represented by an octopus because they have 8 tentacles. Next, we have to convert the name oxygen into a picture. Oxygen sounds similar to ox in jeans, like an ox wearing jeans. If we picture an ox wearing jeans fighting an octopus, we will forever remember that oxygen is the 8th element. This image will be burned into your mind forever every time you think of oxygen. Fluorine is the ninth element of the periodic table. This image represents fluorine. The number 9 is represented by a baseball player because there are 9 players on the field during a baseball game. Next, we have to convert the name fluorine into a picture. Fluorine sounds similar to flooring, like someone installing tile flooring. If we picture a baseball player installing tile flooring, we will forever remember that fluorine is the ninth element. This image will be burned into your mind forever every time you think of fluorine. Neon is the 10th element of the periodic table. This image represents neon. The number 10 is represented by bowling because there are 10 pins in a bowling game. Next, we have to convert the name neon into a picture. Neon sounds similar to knee-on, like someone with on buttons on their knees. If we picture a bowler with on buttons strapped to his knees, we will forever remember that neon is the 10th element. This image will be burned into your mind forever every time you think of neon. Think you can now name the first 10 elements? Take our short quiz linked below in the description to test your memory now.